people's stream is still going on
The other stream window I have up is still working.
now. Oh, had I not done that?
Have you not done that?
Just so well they're
Yeah, what the hell? Twitch Rivals is still going on.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Rare.
Yeah. They back? We back?
We back? Are we back?
We back? The chat is saying we back.
We back? Okay, thank God, dude. Oh my. Where the fuck were we?
I was talking about Leverkusen.
Oh yeah, Leverkusen. Yeah.
I feel like they're somehow just gonna pull some people out of their ass that are gonna be really good. Which is something I normally say about Leipzig, but I feel like just to see if they will be able to get back into Champions League, because they're not in Champions League this year, I don't think. Get back in the Champions League, and then
No, Leverkusen's not back in Champions League.
cut the feed again. Yeah, so get back into Champions League and then just find the quality that they lost in this transfer window. So I'm intrigued to see how that goes for them.
Well, and a bunch of people on Blue Sky were like, "This stream went down," so I'm trying to update.
Oh, okay.
But Twitch didn't pay their internet bill.
If y'all didn't know, GTA 6 had their Netflix exclusive release, or like gameplay trailer earlier or whatever event. And so a bunch of people were streaming it, and by proxy, a bunch of people were watching it through stream. Oh, they cut the feed again.
Again?
As soon
Jesus Christ. I hate GTA 6.
This is a lot of hype for a game that's about to be buggy as shit on release.
Was GTA 5 buggy when it came out? I don't think it was.
I don't think it was. But I'm getting Cyberpunk 2077 vibes from this game, I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting, because I was never a big GTA person. Like, I've never bought it. The only GTA game I bought was GTA 4. I don't know. GTA just doesn't hit for me, I guess.
Oh no, I'm not.
But I tell you one thing, today's making me want to wish that it's not coming out. No, I don't mean that. In the old days, I'd assume this was a bit. We could still make it a bit. Oh, put in there pausa dehydration. Oh, we're back. Oh, we're back.
Oh, we're back?
Oh, we're back for now. For how long? For how long are we back?
I'm stop. I'm not gonna mention Leverkusen anymore.
Yeah, dude, the buyer company has sent us a very bad letter. All right. my team to watch is Elversberg.
Make sure to switch screen back, by the way.
Oh, yeah. My team to watch is Elversberg. I think
Okay.
out of the I'm gonna fuck that up all season. I think out of the promoted teams, they're the most exciting because they just have a bunch of lone people who are trying to make their name. Cole Campbell, for example, went over to Elversberg. They just have like a bunch of 19-year-olds who all have big aspirations. And Manuel Vest said something that was interesting when he was doing, also shout out Gegenpressing. Go follow them right now. But he was mentioning that when he went over Elversberg, he's like, they have a plan, right? Like, they're redoing their stadium. Like, they figured out how to get to the first league. Like, they have an idea of what they want to accomplish, which I think for Schalke and Paderborn, no offense to Schalke, I think they're just happy they got promoted. Whereas I think Elversberg is going to treat this as like the next step in their club evolution, which is going to be dangerous. So normal companies just send a cease and desist. Bayer would never do that to us. Go buy no run. We'll snake draft this, so I'll go second.
Okay.
Team to watch. Freiburg.
Ooh, okay.
I wouldn't have put Freiburg on here if I didn't see them absolutely dismantle Motherwell today. And like a lot of the new players they got, and they've got like Derry Charant is getting his big opportunity. Like, they were already cooking last season. I think like people were upset that they didn't get to like a higher level, like Champions League. I know they're in the running for that, or in like Europa League. They were in the run, or I think they ended in Europa League. No, Leverkusen did. But they just like the fact that you're disappointed that Freiburg didn't get to Champions League, I think says a lot about them. And I think they're kind of slowly chipping away at becoming like a top 6 club, even though that doesn't exist in Bundesliga really. But I think they're coming in ready to build off of last season because they kind of fell off at the end of the season and knocked them out Champions League. But like, I think they're gonna get that shit back.
This is the part where true unbiased beef one hits the. I am gonna say what you think I'm about to say.
What?
I am very interested. You just mentioned how Schalke is probably just like happy to get back up. I'm interested to see if they're really happy to get back up or if they're serious about staying up.
Oh, so not in like a they're going to be good kind of thing, but just
yeah,
like they're going to be like, we do have our roller coaster XG in the next portion.
Oh yeah. I am interested to see if they are serious about like staying up, because like I'm personally unfamiliar with a lot of the transfers they did, so I don't know how they're about to look. If it's just a carryover of if it's a majority carryover of the team that was in that won the Tubu last year, I don't know how well that will go over to the first league. It depends on how bad other teams around them want to be. But honestly, if the league is as bad as it was last year, they could stay up.
Yeah, well, without a doubt.
They very well could stay up. But no, I think they will want to be a little more than just happy. They will want to be a little more than just happy to be back up.
Also, Beverly Tweetmaker, thank you for the follow. I'm about to make you very happy with my third one, but thank you for the follow. We're 5 away from 500, which is sick. Do you want to go again, or do you want me to go? Do you need to think? I thought mine's out already.
Yeah, you go ahead then.
Stuttgart. I think they're always a team to watch. They're like very similar to what you said about Leverkusen. Um, but I feel like we're watching Stuttgart become like it's kind of the same. I kind of have the same thing for every of my teams to watch, right? Like you're watching Elversberg try to evolve their transfer, like they evolve their team. Freiburg's trying to evolve out of this team that just like was like middle of the table mainstay, and now they're trying to be a top team. Like Stuttgart got relegated 4 years ago, and now they're a regular in Champions League. Like what the fuck? Um, and just like the transfers they got were just like kind of, I don't think under the radar is the right thing, but they weren't like huge names. And that Pokal game they played, all those guys look like they played together forever.
Mm.
And I mean, this is a club that like 3 years ago, if it wasn't for Leverkusen's run and Bayern having one of their best runs ever, like they would have finished. I think they finished second. Like any other year, they would have won. So I think this is going to be an interesting team. They definitely added more depth too, which one of the chat thinks that Stuttgart's going to win Champions League. They got the depth now. They've got enough for 3 competitions. So I'm very interested to see what they're going to do. I think they're always going to be a good team under Holness. So we'll see where that goes.
Okay. I think I will go with Leipzig. First year back, they took a year off of European competition. First year back in it with the Champions League. Which if you didn't see the Champions League draw earlier, everybody's kind of fucked. Everybody's kind of fucked. But I think obviously outside of Bayern, I think Leipzig is the least fucked.
No, I think they're the
I think they are because I mean we'll probably touch on it a little bit as we're putting our placements, but I think I mean of course City, Real, and United are probably going to be big issues for them along with PSV. But like if I'm comparing it to like what Dortmund got with Inter, Arsenal, Betis, Villa, Villarreal, and Bodo Glint away. Like it, I don't necessarily think they will be the most successful. I think like Stuttgart's built a little better for the Champions League. This year.
Yes,
Dortmund,
sir.
obviously,
Yes, sir.
they are
Yes, sir.
built
Yes, sir.
at least safe for Champions League, but I feel like they have the best opportunity to get surprise results there, and that's not even like going back into the league. It's we're talking about how are they going to manage the workload now that they're back after a year of not having to deal with it.
And they have a new head coach that people already are not high on, and they got Diamande's out. So
Diamande's gone.
It'll be interesting to see if I'm guessing they're going to try to have Nkunku replace him, but like Nkunku kind of sucks now. I don't really know. Team to forget. It would be amazing if we don't put Bremen.
Yeah.
Bremen barely survived last season, and I don't know if they're gonna survive this. It's gonna be tight for Bremen. I think like Nicholas Fulkrug coming back is like okay, but like you saw who they. If you hadn't saw it, they lost like a good amount of their core last season. Like Schmid is the big loss for them. And you just wonder if they did enough. And they lost like Backhouse. Backhouse was a serviceable goalkeeper for them. They've just got so many question marks in a league that I think is going to be even. Not even because it's good, but like I think there's going to be another shit pile like last season. And I think like I'm wondering if Bremen even gets out of that. So.
Yeah. I mean, I'd probably echo everything you say there. I would also put Bremen as a team to forget.
They're unfortunately on everyone's. It sucks because it's I think Bremen's got a great fan base. I think they're a cool city that shouldn't be in the second league, but they've come too close too many times. I think they're finally gonna get it.
Can I give you a break from talking real quick?
Yeah.
I am going to be bold. I am going to say that Eintracht Frankfurt is a team to forget this year.
Is that what you're warning me on Discord?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Frankly, because I was not moved by the transfers they made this window, and I frankly don't see how they improve on last year yet. And I was very disappointed. A lot of people were very disappointed with Frankfurt because it felt like when they have to, or not necessarily when they have to, but when they had the attack going, the defense wasn't there. They were playing a bunch of shootouts. When the defense started to figure it out, the attack was like nowhere to be seen. So I don't necessarily see how they will move the needle from that. I don't necessarily think that'll means they'll be like mid-table-ish. I still think they will finish in like a European spot, but I don't think they will be up as high as they probably should be hoping to be, like in Europa or Champions League. I think they'll probably be scraping for Europa League or getting in Conference League, but I do think that it'll be probably another disappointing season for them.
Oh boy. I'm glad HEF Pod was not here. I don't know how that would go. I know somebody's got to be in here. Mine I think is just going to be as shocking too. It's pretty spicy. I think Leipzig was literally held up by Diamande last year. You know how Leipzig always has like some random player that does real well. They're kicking that bucket way too much. Like all of their good talent, they're just letting go off. And I think it eventually comes to bite you in the ass. Where I think there's going to be another season where they're trying to figure out who the next Diamande is, and because of that, I think they're going to miss out on Europe again or not be in Champions League. Because, who's the guy? Nusa. They've got Nusa, right? Like, that automatically is not going to have them miss Europe. But I just don't... Like, Diamande really did cover a lot of their issues last season, and I don't think they should have let him go like they did, especially because they didn't spend the money at all. And this is, of course, could change because the transfer market ends next week. Maybe they'll spend something, but as of right now, I don't have as much faith in them. Team to go furthest in the Pokal.
I'm just gonna get mine out of the way. I'm gonna try to predict who their opponent in the Pokal will be, and I think it will be. Let's say Freiburg. I'm gonna hop on the
Freiburg. Okay.
I'm gonna hop on the hype train.
They can't let us down in a cup final again, please.
No.
Best matchup to watch.
I'm gonna be biased here.
Yeah. I'm so glad this came back. Like, you go on about it. My bad.
This is. I know we've been talking about a lack of. Well, there hasn't really been a lack of derbies as of recent. I mean, Cologne Gladbach is back, but I feel like the vibes of the league needed a rivalry as fierce as Dortmund Schalke back. There was not enough hates in the Bundesliga. I know we do promote how the Bundesliga is all loving and stuff, and like you can meet another Bundesliga fan and just be like, hey, shoot the shit, whatever. True hatred was needed back in the Bundesliga.
Yeah.
This is that matchup. both of these matchups are probably going to be on the USA, and they'll probably make a big deal about it. But just the energy in the stadium that you thought you felt when you were watching a Dortmund match, or you thought you felt when you were watching a Schalke match. If you have never seen this matchup before,
Oh boy.
those fans are going to be locked in for it.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, I got a 50+ agree. Like you said, like Köln Gladbach is like a little under the radar. This is not though. Like, um, and it will never be. And like this is one of those things. I'm glad this is back because I think this will take the onus away from Bayern Dortmund because this is going to be competitive no matter what. No matter what the team forms are going into this, pure hatred will be happening. And especially after this long ass break, what was it, like 3 years that we haven't had a rival derby? Like that first game has to be on USA. Like it's going to be incredible. And like Beeflum said, if you have not seen this matchup, you have to. You really have to. Furthest in Europe.
Bayern is where I'm just going to shoehorn Bayern in.
Here's my hot take, I think.
Okay.
I think. Hold on. Because Freiburg's in Conference League, right? Yeah. Okay. So I think Bayern will get to like the semifinals. But when we talk about furthest, I think Freiburg's going back to the cup final again.
Oh.
In Conference League? Come on. Look at what happened last season. They just ran into another team that should not have been down there. I think they're gonna run the Conference League again. I think they're gonna be like, what's that team? Valencia in Europa League, where they just keep.
Oh,
Sevilla.
yeah.
They're just gonna
Sevilla.
keep getting to the final because they're just too good to be down there. So this has been a Freiburg ass show.
It has been a Freiburg ass show.
All right. This is where heroes and villains are made. Zoom in so our loving audience can really see what we're about to do here. Be fun. You want to start from the bottom and then go to the top? Or do we just want to get one out of the way? Because I already.
Yeah.
Why? Unless something fucking like Harry Kane gets catapulted into one of the oceans.
See, now here's the thing. Like, if you watched the Super Cup this past weekend, you would have seen that first half was definitely Bayern bossing it. Of course, they went into halftime 2-0 up. But I feel like Dortmund in the second half realized that they can actually hang with Bayern. So it's not like, I wouldn't say it's like 100% out of the woods that Dortmund could win the league if they really wanted to. They just have to pay the Borussia Dortmund tax. That's what they have to do. And I think this year it comes in the form of Niko Kovac being way too complacent, because they definitely have the talent to win the league. It's just that Kovac does not have the attitude of like, this team can win the league, I don't think.
But don't we say this about Dortmund literally every year, though?
No. And I'll tell you why it's different this year. It's because they just came off a season where they were the best defense in the Bundesliga, and that never happens.
Okay. I see.
That never happens. And I think they will be stronger on attack this year, just because of the transfers that they brought in. And if you watched any of the preseason games, you saw that they were fucking ballers. At least Caristas was. And then when Giannis came in, he honestly was the reason why Dortmund scored again. Bayern concerns me. Bayern does concern me. I will say that. So does Joe Bellingham, but no, I do think they will get in the way of themselves at times, and I think it will be on Kovac is the reason why.
Yeah, what was it? They literally had one of their best seasons ever last year. Like if Bayern also wasn't having their best season ever last year, they would have fucking won.
One. Yeah.
um, I'm gonna say Stuttgart too, but it's gonna be very tight. Like Dortmund's third, obviously. Like,
Mm.
but I think it's gonna be an extremely tight race outside of one. Um, like everyone I'm gonna put from like here is gonna be tight. In fact, let me just put my fourth one.
Ooh, okay.
Is it? Oh, and I spelled it wrong. Freiburg. I think they've got the juice, bro. Then again, this is also. I think I also put Wolfsburg here like fifth last year, and that that did not happen. Who are you? Who's gonna round out your Champions League?
I would say Stuttgart third. I would be pretty confident with that. And then I will say, mm,
It sounded like you were worried about Leverkusen.
I'm worried. I'm between Leverkusen, Leipzig, and Freiburg right now, and I think I will say. Ooh, one of those teams has to get conference league.
Right? Yeah.
One
That's
of those
that.
teams has to
Yeah.
get conference league, which is crazy. Um, I will say Freiburg fourth. I'll buy into the. I'll buy. I'll drink the juice. I'll drink the juice.
I'm gonna fill out my six.
But
People have been ignoring Hoffenheim for some fucking reason. I don't know why. They literally were almost in Champions League last year and just petered out at the end. Um, I don't like people are gonna every table I've seen with Hoffenheim has not respected them, and I'm wondering where that comes from. Wait, Leipzig would still get into Europe in this situation, right? If Bayern wins the league,
if Bayern wins the league, um,
'cause then
they'd
they
have to win the
Pokal.
Pokal. They'd have to win the Pokal.
Okay, well I guess Leipzig still makes Europe, but I do think that they finish outside of the nice. Do I really think Leverkusen fifth? I'm gonna consider that while you go.
I do think 4, 5, 6 is comprised of Freiburg, Leipzig, Leverkusen. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be in that order. I think Leverkusen gets Europa, Leipzig gets conference, and then Hoffenheim seventh.
Leipzig in Conference League, lol Mao. And then who'd you put seventh?
Hoffenheim.
Oh, Hoffenheim.
I do think Hoffenheim will be better than the teams below them. I don't know how well they will perform against the teams above them.
Oh well, I mean, I feel like the drop off is gonna be the rest of this.
Well,
Like,
the drop off starts at 8 with Frankfurt.
oh yeah, Frankfurt. You gotta put him somewhere. Yeah, where am I gonna put him? Oh, I kind of hit myself into a hole here. Because I just like Leverkusen is also not that strong either to me, you know.
Mm.
But I think they're gonna do enough to get Europa. Like I couldn't look you in the eye and be like, yeah, Leverkusen's finishing in eighth. Like, yeah, no. Oh, Hoffenheim is probably gonna do nothing in Europa League and finish mid-table. Absolutely. Wait, not mid-table. I think they're gonna do nothing in Europa League, and then they're gonna use the second half of the season to bounce back. Is the worry that some of the Europa qualified teams may not have the depth to repeat the same position this year? Long season to play in Europe. I mean, that always happens to a Bundesliga team.
It does. I think Leipzig will have it worst.
Oh
Just
yeah,
because it's Champions League and they do not really have as much depth, especially after losing Diamande. People on their bench are going to have to step up. Um, the other teams in the Champions League, I think, are a little more built for it.
yeah. I mean, like we were saying, Diamande. The question for Leipzig is going to be how many holes did Diamande fill last season? At least Rosenball can't do any worse than their. That's true. They did literally got they got fucked up last season. Do I agree? I think I've sipped your Kool-Aid about Frankfurt being in the mud. I think they're gonna finish a little lower.
Ooh.
And then we're gonna get this is my most diabolical opinion probably ever.
Whoa,
Dude, Urs Fisher, baby, Urs Fisher ball. Did the people forget this man dragged your Union to Champions League? If he could do that with Union, he could do it with Mainz. Like Mainz, I think Mainz. I cannot overlook Urs Fisher. I've seen him work miracles.
Hmm. Ninth place, I will put. I don't know.
It really starts to blend together as you
It,
get.
it really does. I can literally just throw a dart at a board and it lands on someone, and they will probably be close to this position.
Do you just want to jump down to here?
Yeah, let's fill out the bottom. I do think Werder Bremen is in the playoff.
If they survive in the playoff again, the Augsburg comparisons are going to be crazy.
And you know what? I put Augsburg right above them.
Dude, what? They bucked that they're a new org now, didn't you hear?
No, I didn't. Does it matter? Does it matter?
No.
Okay.
I'm so interested in who you think is going to be the direct relegation, though.
So am I.
Well,
That's
I'm
the
going to put
thing.
Paderborn down here. I don't
Okay.
think I don't think they've got the chaos factor to really
See,
survive.
here's what I'm feeling though. I don't I think it'll be a little more tight than last year. Even though last year was pretty tight.
Yeah,
How
it
did
went
last
down to
year
like the second to last week, I think.
end?
I know Cologne and Bremen literally were fucking shitting themselves up until the last game.
Oh no, it did go. Well, yeah, it did go. It technically did go down to the last week, but it didn't really matter.
No
It was just
love for
positioning.
Union Berlin. In what direction?
Because it was Wolfsburg ended on 29, Werder Bremen ended on 32, and then Heidenheim, St. Pauli both ended on 26.
So it was pretty decided at that point.
The last three were decided on the last day. It was just positioning of them. I do think it'll be a little more chaotic than that this year. Like I do think Paderborn will probably be down here. I would probably put Paderborn second last. I may make a switch. I may bump Augsburg up one, and then I sipped your Kool-Aid on Elversberg a little bit. I don't think they'll do well this season. But I do think the fact that they have so many like young ballers, like they will just ball out in some games where they will escape relegation.
Yeah. I also feel that maybe a little bit higher.
Who do I think is going to be the worst team in the league, though? because I don't
Like, you don't
think
think Schalke's gonna be there?
I don't think Schalke is going to be there. I'm not gonna because they only finished 7 points ahead of Werder Bremen. I don't think they'll fall off that steep. Actually, let me stop. Let me stop
For who?
acting very high. Union Berlin.
Oh, I don't think Union's gonna get relegated.
I don't think they're gonna get relegated.
I do think it's gonna be close though.
I do think it's gonna be close. I think Cologne will be a little more consistent this year. I don't think they get relegated.
Okay. If you say so.
I don't think they'll get relegated. Actually, I need you to tell me what the vibes around the managerial situation, because I think that was
For who?
for Colin, because I think that was a
Oh.
big point on why they fell off last year.
Yeah. So Renee Wagner, no one has confidence in.
Okay.
However, what I will say is I think he has a more talented roster than they did last season, if that makes sense.
Okay.
If Elversberg make it anywhere but relegation, I'll be absolutely shocked. Yeah, we are being a little higher on Elversberg than I think a lot of people are, but I mean the fact that they were almost promoted and then yeah, I can't put them in the last three. No love for Union, although another year up is still a success. The fact that Union is still up is incredible.
You know what?
Yeah, what do you think?
I may bump Paderborn and Bremen down one each. And then my playoff team, I will probably I think I'll have Colm as the playoff team.
There we go. That's fun.
I do think they stay up, but if there's no confidence in the manager, then
and then here's take your pick.
it's just putting shots up.
Oh,
We do have 4 minutes left.
Well, I mean, the middle of the table is like, okay, well, like who?
The middle of the table is whatever.
And then who? What is the last team I'm forgetting?
You put Hamburg in.
I did not put Hamburg. I forgot they're still even up. The fact that they're still up here is also.
I will say 13th Union. 12th Schalke.
Oh my. What am I doing? Okay. Schalke.
11th, I will put Hamburg. Ooh, I have Gladbach too high, but I gotta run with it. 10th Gladbach.
Gladbach and 10th would be a fucking.
And then 9th Mainz.
So you're kind of you see the merits of Urs Fischer balls.
I do see the merits. This is so bad, bro.
The tables?
I have no confidence in the bottom. I'm pretty confident in my top.
I have no confidence in the bottom either, but yeah. we do have to recognize. I think last year both of us put like Wolfsburg in 5 and 6. So, but let's end the show on some some asterisk. For me, the biggest asterisk is Freiburg, and if Bachhaus continues being an error king. Because if that happens, then I'm putting them out of the top 6 in general.
In general. I would put my asterisk on Frankfurt, just in case they prove me wrong.
It's good to cover your bases.
Yeah.
All right. Well, where is it? There it is. Thank you for watching us through all the the literal ups and downs. I cannot do a watch on tomorrow, although I wish I could.
Me neither.
What games are Sunday?
I probably can't do Sunday. I'm not gonna lie.
I might be talking to myself on Sunday then. None of those move me. It's Freiburg, Bremen, and Augsburg, Schalke. Nah, I'm okay. We didn't even go over the matchups. We should. I'm gonna just read them off in rapid succession.
Okay.
Obviously, let's do quick fire then. Bayern, Stuttgart.
Bayern.
Elversberg, Leverkusen. What a crazy first match.
Crazy round 1 match. Didn't Elversberg beat Leverkusen in the Pokal last year?
Not last year, like 2 years ago.
2 years ago? I'll also say Leverkusen.
Köln, Hoffenheim.
Hoffenheim.
Mainz, Paderborn,
Mainz.
Leipzig, Gladbach. Wait, the Rocco Reitz Bowl is the first game of the season? I'm gonna say Gladbach.
I'll say Leipzig.
Union Berlin, Frankfurt. Ooh, this is your heater match.
Ooh, I think Frankfurt edges one out.
I think Frankfurt does too. And then Dortmund, Hamburg.
Dortmund.
And then last two, Freiburg, Bremen. Freiburg for me.
Freiburg.
And then Augsburg, Schalke. I'm gonna say Schalke.
You said Augsburg, Schalke?
Yeah.
Ooh. Who's the home team?
You read my mind because I was like, wait, who's the home team? Augsburg is the home team.
I'll go Augsburg.
Cool. Union Frankfurt 0-0 draws a lock. Well, we are men of commitment here, but yeah, that screams a draw too. And also Augsburg Schalke does as well. But thanks for watching. I think it's pretty obvious we're going to rank Bundesliga jerseys next week, and then we're bringing back Microsoft Paint, of course. Beefum, any last things for the viewers?
I had this plan since last week, and then we didn't do the show. Du bist gut genug. Du bist gut genug. Anyway,
Like in a philosophical way.
Yeah, I just wanted to do it because Dortmund brought that guy out for their
They did.
For their preseason match.
Is he from Dortmund?
I don't know.
All right. And then my thing is, dude, always watch Friday games. I'm leaving now. Okay, Andy guy, you're right.